I am powerful. I am confident. I am determined to succeed. I am full of joy. I am a speaker. Am I? 6 years ago, I stood on this stage, squinty-eyed from the bright lights in my face and my heart pumping enough blood that it could have rattled my rib cage. I was nervous. It was October 16th, 2016. I showed up believing that I was destined to be a public speaker. I opened my mouth and the words, "I am," came through with confidence and conviction. I came in strong while reciting an affirmation that I had memorized while I had a cinematic soundtrack playing through the speakers so that the music could seep between my words and leave the audience as inspired as I was. Although I forgot the words to my speech, I ended up winning the competition and became the first Speaker Slam champion. I was elated. Quick backstory. I've always been an underachiever. My whole life I was told that I'll never amount to anything. I was the last one to get picked and the first one to quit. My elation lasted 25 minutes though. I heard the other speakers whispering that I only won because I performed with music. I even had somebody come up to me and say, "You don't deserve this. You cheated." I felt bad for winning, and instantly all my core wounds around being bullied all my life, often misunderstood, and not good enough to dream big consumed me. I cared what they thought then, and I care what you think today. The truth is, I had a vulnerable story to share. I just wasn't vulnerable enough to share it because I was and still am a struggling addict, a failed entrepreneur, a high school dropout, a failed fiance. If anything, I should have stood on this stage and said, "I am afraid to show you my weaknesses." Speaker Slam went on to change the rules to their competition, and you couldn't use music anymore. My win was canceled. I remember when Rena called me to compete at the Grand Slam. She said, "We'd love to have you." I said, "Yeah, I wish I could, but I'm kind of busy that day." I lied. There was no way that I would step back onto this stage. I couldn't risk losing the memory that the people had of me, the memory that I was a winner. I spent 6 years abandoning my dreams of being a speaker. 6 years of watching my Facebook feed consume me with stories about how all the other speakers were stacking views as I was quickly becoming old news. My self-inflicted story about how I'll never amount to anything became my reality, and I hid behind the identity that gave me my worth. I was a Speaker Slam champion, and that was the only thing worth celebrating. Why? Because it was one of two things that I've ever won. And it took me 6 years to come to the inspired realization that with or without music, I can do this. And now that I've vulnerably confessed my truth, I'm here now, ready to publicly release, surrender, and heal the beliefs that are limiting me from believing that I have the power to do this. And I invite you to use my passion, my pain, and my purpose to help you overcome your limiting beliefs as well. If you feel called to, repeat after me. I am worthy of dreaming.
I am worthy of dreaming.
I am deserving of success.
I am deserving of success.
I am a person of integrity.
I am a person of integrity.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am, I can, I will, I must, I'm here, I'm ready to earn your trust. I avoided the vulnerability of this container and made storytelling more about the competition and less about the mission. Fortunately, I've made a decision. I've decided to surrender. My comeback story is built on the courage to come back to this stage. I had to unlearn everything that I thought I knew about speaking. I had to stop pretending that I knew what I was doing. I had to surrender my ego and own up to the fact that I am a performer and an even better student. You see, we hide behind the photos and filters that help us feel safe to be seen. As we hide behind our shames, fears, and insecurities, do you know what I mean? We are all performers. And once we own up to the fact that our performances, when done authentically, claim our power, they help us own our worth. We can say, I am, whatever I say I am. I wasted 6 years of precious dreaming, 6 years of living in spite, And I don't want you to do the same. So am I not brave enough for this stage? Am I not kind enough to be saved? Am I not worthy of your praise? Am I a speaker? Well, I am.